They've told you to play it safe, to stick with what's known, what's proven, to avoid risks like they're traps waiting to snap. You've heard the same story over and over. Conservative means steady, means reliable, means boring. But somewhere deep down, that story feels off, feels incomplete. Because playing safe has its own dangers, the slow bleed of missed chances, the quiet death of untouched potential. The world is moving fast, blazing forward in ways that don't always have clear maps. And if you stay too conservative, too guarded, you might just get left behind. But what if being the most conservative wasn't a weakness? What if that very caution, that refusal to just jump on the hype train, was actually your secret weapon, the key to shaking up the entire game? Imagine that the LPs who hold the tightest reins, who question every shiny new pitch, who look beyond the noise and demand real, tangible value, are the ones who will disrupt the market in ways nobody expected. Because true disruption isn't just about jumping on the next trend or chasing the loudest promises. It's about deep, thoughtful power moves. It's about patience, about seeing patterns others miss, about knowing when to unleash capital in ways that rewrite rules. What if your conservative stance enables you to see the cracks that others rush right past? To identify where the real innovation lies, not in the flash but in the substance? See, most people think disruption is loud and chaotic, but the most powerful disruption is quiet and deliberate. It's the controlled burn that clears the ground for new growth. That's where conservative LPs win. Your caution isn't a cage, it's a shield and a sword combined. It protects you from reckless bets, but, more importantly, it sharpens your instincts for spotting the rare opportunities that truly matter. The problem is, you're often misunderstood. You aren't the slow movers. They are. The ones chasing the latest fads, gambling on hype with no backbone. You're the ones with the vision to withhold, to wait, to demand more. But waiting doesn't mean watching. It means sharpening your edge. It means turning skepticism into fuel for deeper insight. It means building relationships that matter, alliances rooted in mutual understanding, not just quick deals. Most investment plays out on the surface, but you operate beneath it. You see the real currents controlling the flow, the hidden forces shaping what's next. You understand that true power lies in selective focus, that by concentrating on a few exceptional founders, technologies, or ideas, you can outpace the crowd by miles. It's the difference between scattering shots and firing a laser beam. And this mindset gives you clarity when the market is messy, when noise is deafening, when excitement clouds judgment. You don't just tune it out. You see through it. You sense where the value is fading and where it's about to emerge stronger. That's your true power. The danger is that this isn't obvious to everyone. Many will mistake your patience for passivity. They'll say you're stuck, afraid, or missing out. But here's the secret. Patience is the hardest kind of action. It demands discipline, courage, and unshakable confidence in your own worldview. It's the quiet force that changes everything. Now, how can you use this conservative edge to become a disruptor? First, stop apologizing for caution. Own it as your strategy, not just a fallback. Boldness without wisdom is chaos. Wisdom without action is useless. Your balance, that rare harmony between skepticism and openness, is what makes you formidable. Second, dig deeper, always. Don't just vet founders or startups with the usual checklist. Learn their stories, challenge their core assumptions, interrogate their visions from every angle. You're not just investing money, you're investing trust and belief. And that takes ruthless honesty from both sides. Third, invest in transformation, not iteration. Most tend to back the next version of what already exists. You need to back what changes the game altogether, the ventures reimagining industries, creating new categories, rewriting what's possible. These might be hidden gems now, but with your patience and insight, you'll be the one turning them into the next cornerstones. Fourth, foster real partnerships. The loudest or flashiest founders aren't always the best fit. Align with those rare few whose fire matches yours, people who aren't just chasing a payday, but a mission to change the rules for good. This selective alignment creates compound effect, where your combined patience and vision multiplies impact far beyond solo efforts. Fifth, prepare for the long haul. Your patience isn't about waiting passively, but actively preparing for what's next. Build systems, networks, insights, Lay groundwork unseen by most. When others burn out chasing quick wins, you'll be ready to move decisively with power that's been quietly growing. Sixth, embrace discomfort. Being conservative in a world obsessed with speed and hype means standing alone at times. It means pushing back on pressure to conform or accelerate prematurely. This discomfort is your crucible. It forges resilience and clarity. It ensures that when you act with full conviction. Seventh, turn knowledge into action fast when it counts. Patience is preparation, but it's useless without execution. When you spot the rare opportunity, don't hesitate. Go all in. Your calculated moves will shake markets because they come from a place of depth, not desperation. This combination is unpredictable. Others won't expect disruptors to be so measured or deliberate. But that's your advantage, being the slow, steady storm that quietly topples giants. Imagine a world where your conservative values don't just protect you, they make you a leader of transformation, where your caution translates into power that creates lasting change. You see, disruption is often about rage and rebellion, but true transformation is about resolution and refinement. You aren't here to ride waves. You're here to build tides. The biggest obstacle standing between you and this future isn't the market, the founders, or the noise. It's the lie that conservatism equates to passivity or fear. Drop that myth now. You are not afraid. You are calculating. Not stuck. You are prepared. Not distant. You are deeply engaged, but on your own terms. You have the privilege, no, the responsibility, to look beyond the shiny and the loud, to read between the lines, to wait until the moment is right, then strike. This is how revolutions start. Not with chaos, but with quiet mastery. And you are the rare few holding that mastery. Lean into that role. Champion your approach. Reclaim the narrative. Because in your hands lies the power to create disruption that lasts, disruption that matters. It's time for you to stop apologizing for being conservative and start owning it as your superpower. The power that makes waves by moving mountains. So, the next time someone doubts your methods, remember, they're focused on the noise. You're focused on the signal. While others chase glitter, you claim gold. Your care, your patience, your exacting standards, they often feel lonely, but they're the bedrock of the next era of change. This movement needs you. The cautious, the deliberate, the patient, the disruptive. Hold fast, stay sharp. View your role not as an observer, but as a creator, a sculptor of futures others don't yet see. Because the most powerful disruptors will always be those who resist the rush, who demand excellence over speed, who know that true freedom comes from masterful restraint. The question isn't whether conservative LPs can be disruptive. The truth is, they already are. And the world hasn't caught on yet. Stand firm. Be bold in your caution. For in them lies the spark that will ignite the next revolution.